I think for all our Manchester United fans watching around the world, the worst thing about this was it was probably predictable, wasn't it? Sense.
I thought you were going to say, go and make a cup of tea.
Yeah, well, go and make a cup of tea. Go and do that. Go and do whatever you want to do. We've started here because you want to talk about how when you saw the lineups, it sort of dictated the nature of the game you felt that we were about to watch.
Well, when Man United lined up against Tottenham and they played 3 at the back, and it was reactive from Ollie, he had to try something because the same back 4 conceded 4 against Leicester. The same back 4 conceded 5 against Liverpool. So don't blame him for going 3 at the back. Nuno couldn't figure out where the positions on the pitch that would be more effective. He couldn't figure out that his fullbacks were most important. I would imagine beforehand or after, Pep would have been saying to himself and his coaching staff, please, Man United, please play 3 at the back.
Play 3 at the back.
Because you've got Kyle Walker on the right-hand side who can handle the ball. And the man you want on the ball with no pressure whatsoever is João Cancelo. One of the best fullbacks in world football. You give him time and space. That left side for Man City, they kept exposing Man United, Dion, for fun.
It was so obvious to see as well, because Wan-Bissaka's not quite sure, do I twist, do I not twist? Shaw's a very good footballer, but he's not sure either. 3 at the back.
So you're saying by playing 3 at the back, he could get his full-backs high up the pitch and pin the wing-backs in?
Just big spaces. Pep Guardiola knows the game. There's huge spaces on either side.
But it's entry-level stuff. If you watch the Champions League midweek, it's entry-level stuff from Ollie. And you look at what Man City done in the Champions League midweek. This guy had 3 assists in the Champions League. So your analysis team, if Ollie's busy on a match night and he's scouting and he's watching teams, he's watching different formations, he's trying to get a bigger knowledge of the game, your analysis team have got to come away and say to Ollie, you cannot leave Cancelo the free man. If you're going to leave someone a free man, it might be, let's just say it was Kyle Walker or Rodri in midfield, and you allow Diaz and Stones on the ball, and you say, right there, no danger from the last one. He
starts most things.
Is him.
He starts most things.
And you're saying he's left free, just so everyone's clear, you're saying he's left 3 because of the direct result of them playing 3 at the back, Manchester United.
Yes, because Wan-Bissaka's, I mean, I'll show you better on the iPad, but Wan-Bissaka's position now and his style in this formation now is a right wing back.
Yes.
So the amount of work Wan-Bissaka's got to do from box to box, that's normally where the wing back's work's done. It's normally from the 18-yard box to 18-yard box. But the amount of work he's got to do with players in front of him like Fernandes, Greenwood, Ronaldo, that don't help him.
That don't double up and help him, right.
The analysis will bear fruit when I show you.
Let's do this. Well, that's the talking, let's do the showing.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is, Wan-Bissaka is a right back.
Yes.
He's just a right back. He's just a right back that should be just there to defend. He's not very good at getting forward. His quality going forward isn't great. Leave him to defend. That's why they bought him.
He's very good at that. By and large.
And when I show you this passage of play, it's not a Wan-Bissaka problem as in he's a bad player. It's just have a little watch of how indecisive, because he's got Cancelo and he's got Phil Foden on his right-hand side. So he knows there's 2 blue shirts on his peripheral. Watch, and I'll say it loosely, the lack of movement from Wan-Bissaka. He's thinking, right, I'll close Cancelo down. Right, that's what I've got to do. Oh, right? The distances are too big. Shall I stand still?
Oh, then he's had a look at Foden, hasn't he? He doesn't know where to stick or twist, does he?
Now this is amazing for Guardiola, because, as I said, you've got João Cancelo on the ball in time
and
with space.
He's done nothing. He's not quite sure what to do.
Almost shrugged his shoulders,
The only thing, and the right thing to do, is you just come and stay here because that's a danger.
Yeah.
The danger's there. He's closest to your goal. He's the one that could score. Yeah. He's not a danger. And he does neither, really.
No. And the hardest thing for Wan-Bissaka, they've not really had time on the training ground to work on this. You know, you speak to any professional that goes through the work and goes through the man hours on a training ground to go from a 4 to a 5. That's hard work, Mark. That's hours, isn't it, Dion, on the training ground?
It is.
That's staying behind for hours in defensive shape.
And we've pulled out Wan-Bissaka here, but you've got two central defenders there doing nothing. They're marking nobody, so they should talk to him. They should say, get yourself in there.
And you come across.
I'll come across, he'll come across. At the moment, they're leaving him to make all the decisions, and everybody's picking on Wan-Bissaka.
And just to sort of to reiterate what you were saying about how much work you need to do on the training ground, I went to the Champions League game in the week where they started with 5 because, of course, it had worked so well at Tottenham, and then there was an injury, so they went to Varane, so they went to a 4 before half-time. So they literally going within match, let alone match to match, what are we playing at the back?
We have no idea.
Yeah.
But now you've got Gundogan on the ball for Man City, who's a brilliant technician. Easy for Gundogan to go, do you know what, there's a little ball there. But no, he goes into there. Now, people might say that's a brilliant ball. I promise you, Mark, that is as routine as you like for a professional footballer to play a 15, 20-yard pass, Dion, into space for Foden.
But for Foden, we know he's left-footed, he's going down the left wing, he's got nobody marking him, and he's got all this time. He's got all this time. Pick a pass, pick somebody out.
And De Gea,
great block, great save.
De Gea in the end.
Got lucky, Man United.
But look, again, I mean, I could have showed you so many clips of the space and the overload.
And the whole time you're expecting Lindelof in the middle, one of them to come over.
Help the fullback. Yeah. 2-on-1, I don't know how many times Wan-Bissaka was 2-on-1 against 2 Man City players. Let's get this right. One can hold the ball in, draw him in, or if he stays there, he'll do it himself.
Dion, you look at that clip there, and from a Man United point of view, how many red shirts are actually affecting the ball? None of them.
There's so many.
No one's tight.
There's so many Man United players doing nothing and saying nothing. Even more worse, they're saying nothing. And Wan-Bissaka's thinking, I don't know what to do here.
I feel sorry for him.
I don't know what to do here.
And this is normally where he's good. You get him as an orthodox right back. He's a very good tackler of the ball.
He is.
You wouldn't want to try and play against him in your 1v1 duels. Now, I'll highlight, this is the goal coming up, the by your own goal. And you've got a couple of Man United players who are going to close Cancelo down. But is there any chance of Bruno Fernandes putting a sprint on here? Bruno Fernandes is jogging towards Cancelo. Cancelo thinks, what, you're not going to close me down? I'll take it in the space and I'll whip it in.
Look.
It's poor.
Should be there.
I mean, once upon a time, particularly when you boys were playing, shutting off a cross was paramount, wasn't it?
That's all you do, whether you're a fullback or not.
You're the nearest one there.
If you find yourself in that position, you stop the ball.
Just before you show that again, was Bailly technically there?
Yeah, it's bad technique.
Just bad technique
because he's not even close, Mark. He's gone to volley and it's not even hit his foot. Shin. It's hit top of the shin, bottom of the knee. It's poor technique. But look at João Cancelo again. Room. You're saying to one of the best fullbacks in world football, we're going to give you time and space on the ball. This is easy for Cancelo putting a cross in. The defender's awful. The communication between Luke Shaw. I mean, look at Guardiola. He knows just before half time that's the game done. Communication between Shaw and Maguire, Dion, is so bad.
I don't know, because if I'm a captain of that side, I'm literally going down so many players' throats. Stop the cross going in, squeeze him, say something, lead. I don't care if you've got the armband or not.
And Maguire being one of the send-offs, shuffle over, get over to Cancelo.
Show some organisation, some responsibility.
That starts from the manager, the way he sets his team up. And I think what Ollie's done is he's gone simplistic and thought, we played 3 against Tottenham and it worked. Let's do the same against Man City.
Yeah, but you have to look at the opposition. You look at the opposition.
Exactly.
You've got to.
You've got to know where their threat will come from. Manchester United was so poor going forward. This is quite a shocking stat amongst many others for Manchester United fans. The fewest touches in the opposition box for a home team this season in the league out of any club.
This is a derby. This is
Manchester United beating Manchester City.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
Even Don's got a frown on looking at that.
I can't catch my breath since stats were formed.
Yeah.
You can go back as long as you like.
That is terrible, isn't it?
But I think the worst thing for Man United fans, they knew this result was coming.
Yes, that's what I said.
It's a movie you've seen before.
Yeah.
They got walloped against Leicester, got walloped against Liverpool. They go away and beat Tottenham, which we all thought was happening because Tottenham are in a bad place. Then this game, you go in, they're going to get beat.
Yeah.
Now they've got it on in a couple of weeks' time where they've got Watford. That's not going to be easy, but you might fancy them to beat them. Then you go Villarreal, and then you go Chelsea. So you fast forward a few weeks, we're going to be sat in the same boat.
I mean, international break, as we said at the top, is dangerous for managers, and we'll talk about Daniel Farke and Dean Smith, but it looks like he is going to survive for now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You go to the game at Stamford Bridge. Look at those, Chelsea, Arsenal, Palace. Those are 3 tough games. Palace are playing really well. Arsenal are getting better. Chelsea are Chelsea.
But when you look at the bigger picture, Mark, if you're at boardroom level at Man United and you can smell how the season's going and you can smell how your team's playing, and Antonio Conte's a free man last week, And you must know at board, you must think, we're not going to beat Man City this weekend. Why wouldn't we ask the question to Conte? Why wouldn't we sound him out before then? Daniel Levy was smart and got the job done and get him in at Spurs.
I don't know.
They're just not going to make a change, Dion.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
I think they've made a decision on Ollie and keeping with him.
On what basis?
Exactly, that's the thing. On the performances, or should I say, on the way that he's organised his team, I don't know at the moment, because I don't know the way Man United play. I don't even know if that was a 3 or a 5 or what. It was all over the place. And the fans, I think the fans' biggest bugbear is, I don't know what we're trying to do.
Yes.
That is what the fans are thinking. I've been there many times. They're going, I don't know what we're doing, what we're playing, Dion. Can you show him the formation on the screen when I'm working there for the media?
What are we trying to do?
What are we trying to do? Who's playing where? They don't know what's going on. And that's making them incredibly frustrated.
Their plan is can De Gea make some brilliant saves and keep us in the pitch, score us the winner. There's no plan in between that.
No. And it meant that Manchester City just won very comfortably, barely broke a sweat second half.